Greetings and welcome to one of ConNest's Smart Substitution example videos. Today we're going to use this optional feature for IntelliBid to replace a 400 amp feeder from copper wire to aluminum wire and see all of the related changes that are made to the feeder assembly. I'm going to start by adding a 400 amp copper feeder assembly to our takeoff. Now you can see that I have created a new subphase off of feeders for the copper version of this assembly. The phase tree is how you'll target parts of your takeoff for a particular substitution. I'll start by adding the feeder to takeoff. What I end up with is a feeder assembly that has a little under $2,400 in material cost and just under 30 hours of labor. Now keep in mind that what you see in this video may not reflect the latest pricing depending on when you see this, but it will still give us a good idea of what Smart Substitution can do for your estimates. Now I want to see what the material and labor are for this if I switch it from copper wire to aluminum. That may be an option that is perfectly fine for the job and will allow me to bring in my bid lower than my competitors. This is really ideal for those of you that are already doing value engineering. To start, I'm going to copy this assembly into a new phase I've already created for the aluminum version. This will allow us to keep the copper feeder unchanged so we can compare it to the aluminum one. Then I'm going to click on the Smart Substitution button up here in the takeoff toolbar. The first thing I'm going to do is select our aluminum phase in the phase tree because that's how I tell Smart Substitution where to apply the change. If I had copper wire feeder assemblies in other phases that I wanted to apply the same substitution to, then I could select them as well. Next, I'll select the specific substitution I want. What we're looking for is the substitution that allows us to swap our copper wire to compact aluminum and EMT, but you can see that we could also select rigid, IMC, PVC, or you could even configure your own smart substitution. That's all it takes, and now we just click on the substitute button here. Two things are happening now. The first is that Smart Substitution is replacing the copper wire in our assembly to compact aluminum wire. It's also adjusting any pipe or fittings to the minimum size required to be compliant with the latest NEC code tables. This is going to let you easily compare both assemblies so you can choose the best one for the job. And all without you ever having to reach for your NEC codebook. As I jump back and forth between the original copper version and the new aluminum one, you'll notice a few things. As we would expect, Smart Substitution has changed the wire and the ground from copper to aluminum, selecting the correct size wire for each as well. It has also increased the size of the pipe and related fittings to accommodate the larger aluminum wire. Most of all, we see the change in the material and labor results. Based on the pricing from when this video was recorded, we can see that the new aluminum feeder is over $500 less in material costs, but it's about 4 hours more in labor. Depending on your area and the going labor rate, a substitution like this could help you bring in your estimate considerably lower than other bids. And this is just one simple assembly. Just imagine what this capacity could do to help you reduce the cost of your bid on an estimate with dozens or even hundreds of assemblies like this. As you can tell, there's a lot to this feature and we're just scratching the surface here. To learn more, you can start by visiting ConNest's YouTube channel and checking out the Smart Substitution introduction video if you haven't already seen it. Or you can check out our other Smart Substitution example videos as well. And while you're there, don't forget to subscribe so you get a heads up on the new videos that are always being added to the channel. Of course, the best thing you can do to learn more is visit www.connest.com/connest-demo-request today to book a demonstration. You're also welcome to email us at info@connest.com or call 603-437-9353 to learn more. Either way, we look forward to the opportunity to answer your questions about how Smart Substitution can add even more power to IntelliBid and help you win more bids. And as always, thanks for watching.